Hey class, I'm doing another one of these video lessons. This is actually picking up right from where we left off with the Vikings the other day. William the Conqueror, he became the king of England, but he was actually the Duke of Normandy, which is in France. And that's why this is important, because he changed all of Europe when he became king. He wasn't supposed to be the king, all right, but he became king and changed all of Europe because he was actually from France. So, but this picks up right from where William Godwinson had defeated the Vikings, all right? And William Godwinson is actually who William the Conqueror defeated to become king. So, but that's who we're talking today, William the Conqueror. Let's see. All right. He was born in 1028 in the city of Falaise, all right, which was part of Normandy in France. If you look right here, we got France. All right. His mother was the daughter of a local tanner, and his parents weren't married, and it made him an illegitimate child. All right. Despite being an illegitimate child, though, William grew up and he was raised as the future Duke of Normandy. All right. His father was the Duke of Normandy at the time. His father went to Jerusalem on a pilgrimage, and he made it set up, hey, if something happens to me, I want him to be the heir to the Duke, being the Duke of Normandy. All right? If something happens. So his father did die on his return from Jerusalem. And guess what? A 7-year-old William became the Duke of Normandy. All right? And because he's only 7 years old, people were upset. They were mad. Hey, he don't need to be the Duke of Normandy. So what they do, they try to take him out, They tried to take him out. This is how cutthroat and ruthless it was during this time. That's why it's called the Dark Ages. All right. Over the next several years, there were many attempts on William's life. And his great uncle, the Archbishop Robert, looked after William. And it was after the Archbishop died, it was mostly King Henry I of France that supported and helped William to keep his title as the Duke of Normandy. But he was only 7 years old. That's even younger than King Tut was in Egypt when he became the Pharaoh. In 1050, he married this lady right here, Matilda Flanders. It was a political marriage, and it allied William with the Flanders, okay, with her family. And Matilda and William, they'd have 4 sons and 5 daughters. So, William stayed busy during this time. By the way, she's only about 4 foot tall, 4'2", which is about Miss Alba's height. So, all right, invading England. The King of England was Edward the Confessor, this man right here. All right, Edward the Confessor. He didn't leave any heirs to his throne, but William was related to him through Edward's uncle, Richard II. So, William also claimed that Edward had promised him the crown. All right, but there were many people claiming that they wanted this crown. All right, it was Harold Godwinson was claiming it. You had the Viking leader, Hadrada. He was from Norway. He was claiming that. So many people were claiming this crown, not just Edward or not just William. So there were other men also claiming. One of them was the most powerful nobleman in England at the time, Harold Godwinson. We talked about him the other day. He's the one that defeated the Vikings and put an end to the Viking Age pretty much. The people of England wanted Harold to be king and crowned him King Harold II on January 6, 1066, the day after King Edward died. Another man who claimed this throne was King Hardrada. All right, that was the king of Norway at the time. And those two fought. When King Hardrada of Norway invaded England and King Harold II went to meet him in battle, William saw his chance. He saw his chance. Hey, this is my chance to take over what's going on. All right, this is my chance. So he crossed the English Channel. If you see right here, he crossed the English Channel into England, from France into England, and made camp near the city of Hastings, which is where this big battle took place between William and Harold Godwinson. After he had defeated the Vikings. So he got him while he wasn't paying attention, while he was distracted, while he was weaker, because he had just had a battle. He just had a battle, just had a war with somebody. So at the Battle of Hastings, after King Harold II defeated the Norwegian invaders, he turned south to face William. All right, William was ready for battle though. So he had brought archers. He had brought heavily armored cavalry called knights, which we'll talk about knights later on. Harold's foot soldiers were no match for William's forces, and William won the battle. All right, King Harold II, which was Harold Godwinson, all right, he was killed by an arrow during this battle, so there was no king left. So, becoming the king, William continued to march across England and eventually captured the city of London. And when he captured the city of London, shortly after, William was crowned the King of England. This is William the Conqueror. All right. He was the first one from France to be crowned the King of England. That's why this is so important. All right. So as he was king, he did a lot of different things. One of the many things he did that we know about his legacy is he built castles. He built castles everywhere. All right. In order to maintain control. All right. And perhaps the most famous castle William built is the White Tower, or the Tower of London. And he also ordered a full survey of land holdings, all right, where you could go around and record who owned the land and the property. And he put it all in this book called the Doomsday Book, all right? And it's very important because it was the first time anything like this has been done with property and everything. First recorded. All right. Then we got comprehension questions. I don't know what I hit there to make it go back, but we're going to go back to the comprehension questions. All right. William the Conqueror was born in what modern day city? Was it A, England, B, France, or C, or what modern day country? I said city, country. A, England, B, France, or C, the United States? Answer is France. He was born in France. I wish it would play these, but it will not play these on this. No, it won't play it. All right. France. He was born in France. All right. Who did William marry? Did he marry A, Marilyn Monroe, B, Beyonce, or C, Matilda of Flanders? It was Matilda of Flanders. She was only 4'2", like I said, like Miss Abley is. All right. Who did William say had promised him the crown? Was it A, Harold Godwinson? That's who he defeated in battle. B, Mr. Betts, or C, Edward the Confessor? It was Edward the Confessor is who he claims promised him the crown. He was also related to Edward, a distant relative. All right, number 4. What was the name of the battle William won to become king? Was it A, the Battle of Kings Mountain, B, the Battle of Gettysburg, or C, the Battle of Hastings? It was also C, the Battle of Hastings. Battle of Hastings, where he fought King Harold, or Harold II, Harold Godwinson, and he defeated him there, and Harold died with an arrow. He got shot with an arrow and died. So there went the king. There was no longer king after that. And number 5, what book did William have made that recorded all land and property in it? Was it A, the Doomsday Book, B, the Cat in the Hat, or C, nothing? It was A, the Doomsday Book. So I'm going to keep doing more of these little recordings like this. Hopefully y'all can see me all right today. And it'll help y'all go through this and become familiar with some of the things. And I'm going to keep, next week I'll have a couple more videos posted like this. This is all for this week as far as video recording. So just keep up to date. And if you have any questions, if this is helpful, let me know in the comments. All right. See you guys later.